And here we go, Joe. July employment figures populating. Buckle up on this one. Minus 23,000 on non-farm payrolls. I can hear the bond yields falling right now. Minus 23,000. That would be the second worst number of the year outside of the only other negative number, minus 156 in February. Now, if we look at the 2-month revision, another whopper, minus 103,000. Manufacturing payrolls, actually a bright spot. Manufacturing up 5,000. That would be, the best since it was up 15,000 in March. And that was the high water mark going all the way back to 23. Okay, average hourly earnings, big miss. Up 1/10. That's 1/3 of what we were expecting. Up 1/10 will be the lightest reading of the year. It would equal where we were last year in December. To find a lower rate, you're all the way to April of 25 at a goose egg, unchanged. Now let's go year over year earnings. Another miss. 3.2%. That's 0.3 light, and also 0.2 lighter than a revised 3.5 that turned into 3.4 last month. 3.2, obviously the lightest of the year. I have to go in the Wayback Machine to find this one. 3.2 would take me all the way to May of 21 when it was 2.3. This year's low was 3.4. You have to go way back to find a lower number. Now, hours worked, 34.3. That's the first number that came out as expected. On the unemployment rate, 4.1%, and I'm sure that's because of a labor force shrinkage. 4.1%, that would actually be the lightest of the year once again. That would equal June of last year. To find a lower number, you're in January of 25. Now, let's look at the participation rate, and this is 61.4. We're expecting 61.6. It's 1/10 lighter in the rearview mirror. It's 61.5. It equals where we were in Feb of 21. You're in May of 2020. COVID era to find a smaller number. But as Treasury Secretary Besant has pointed out in numerous venues over the last week or so, that this is a demographic issue. It's not a weak economy. The rate's falling because of old and young, but that 25 to 54 age range is still doing well in terms of participation. And drum roll, please, the last part of this report is called the underemployment rate, or U6. The other rate's called U3. This also dropped 1/10 from expectations. We're expecting 8, 7.9 arrived, 7.9 equals where we were. We've had several of those readings to the lowest of the year. To find a lower number than that, you're in June of 25. Of course, interest rates move lower. Of course, you're going to see the percentage of a tightening at the September meeting move lower, and the equities don't seem to really mind it. So let's put a perspective here. We're at 417 in a 2-year. Last week, it closed at 429. Yesterday, it closed at 425. Let's look at the 10-year. It's now all the way down to 462. It closed at 474 last week, which, by the way, is the high watermark yield close. And yesterday, it closed at 468. So we see that all yields are going down, but they're going down much faster. And the area of the yield curve that focuses on the Fed, short maturities. Back to you.